It is 5:30. I'll call us into order. First item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Basket will lead us in those two pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thanks, sir. Tonight we have with us Kurt Blacksoe, the Stevensville Ministerial Alliance, to lead us in reading.
All right, if you would pray with me. We give thanks to you, Lord, for you are good, and your love endures forever. You are and have been and always will be so faithful. Every time we call out to you, you are there, and you deliver us from our trouble and in distress. Lord, I pray that you would help the city council remember you and the way they lead. Bless our mayor, our city administrator, our chief of police and fire, all the employees of this city. May every citizen feel the blessing from you, Lord, as we do our best in your strength to live by your plans and desires. Help us to listen to your voice and to do what you say. And Lord Jesus, I just pray that you would walk in this room tonight and help us to feel your presence and know that you're here with us. And I pray you'd comfort every heart that needs comforting, calm every mind that needs to be calmed, and let us live the way you want us to live. We love you, Lord Jesus, and it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Kurt, thank you, and all your other Alliance members. Thank you for what you do for the city council and the city of Stevensville. Next item is general discussion. We have tonight one person, and Ms. Westcomb. Westcoop.
Just me?
There you go. Felipe.
Yes. Okay. Good evening, Mayor Savine, Nick Williams, and council members. My name is Felipe Westcoop, senior engineer with Biggs & Matthews Environmental, and I want to take a few minutes to express my gratitude for the opportunity to work with the city on the City of Stephenville Landfill Limited Scope Amendment. The city recently received approval for a limited scope amendment that increased the landfill's airspace by more than 1.7 million cubic yards. At a gate rate of $65 per ton, this represents a $55 million asset for the city of Stephenville. What's even more important about this is the timeline. The earliest discussions about this started 4 years ago. So we've been working on this for 4 years. But what's even more interesting about this, if any of you were on the board 4 years ago or 3 years ago when we brought this to the board, we were correcting a permitting mistake that was made back in the 1990s. So this, we were correcting a mistake from 30 years ago, and I found that personally rewarding. For most projects, you can replace any one person or even several people, and the projects will still succeed. But this was one of the rare projects where if you replace just one key person, this project might have failed. And that's why I want to take a moment to thank the people that made this possible, and in the order that they got involved. So first was Terry Rowland, the former landfill superintendent. Biggs & Matthews has been working with Terry since 2002, and our long working history with him is actually how BME got involved with the City of Stephenville landfill. Nick Williams, your Public Works Director, our initial discussions on this project were with Nick, and he was instrumental through the entire process. I was impressed that despite all of his other duties, he stayed continuously involved on this project. He probably learned more about landfill permitting than he ever wanted to know.
$1 an hour pay raise for all of that.
And in one of our later discussions with the TCEQ, Nick actually proposed the solution that got us over the finish line. My next, Mayor Savine, I want to thank you personally. Without your initial involvement and connections, we wouldn't have gotten this off the ground. It was a hard no from the TCEQ. And then a couple of times throughout the process, when we hit roadblocks and we're at an impasse, you were able to use your connections to give the project the push it needed to move forwards. Thank you, Mayor. And Matthew Welch, my coworker. Matthew has been involved in this project from the very beginning and likely has as much time invested in this project as I do. So thank you, Matthew. So again, I want to thank the city of Stephenville, Nick Williams, Mayor Savine, for giving me the opportunity to work on this project. It's been a privilege to be a part of something that will benefit this community for years to come. Thank you.
Any other people want to speak general discussion? That's it, okay. Next item is on the regular agenda is consider approval of Encore rate change.
Mr. Mayor,
Sickle.
members of the council, recently we were notified by Encore that they had filed an application for the authority to change rates. I brought a visual aid tonight in case anybody wants to know what that looks like. That's this little book right here.
Kind of like TCU stuff, isn't it?
Fortunately, cities have options when it comes to things like this. Fortunately, we're not on our own. The city of Stephenville is a member of the steering committee of cities served by Encore. And so we've been communicating with them as they kind of explain in their information. This request, all that boils down to about an $834 million request of increases, which they believe would be about a 12.3% in residential rates, but they are specifically asking for the streetlights that we pay for, a 51% increase in the current rate structure. So attached to this, you will find a resolution that staff is asking you to pass tonight that would suspend this application for the maximum time that's allowed by law. That will allow the law firm that represents us as part of the steering committee to get the consultants they need to look into the details of this packet and then try to work with Encore to come to a solution before any debates occur in front of the Public Utility Commission. And with that, I'll answer any questions.
Questions for Jason? Hearing none, do I hear a motion?
Mayor, I make the motion that we approve resolution 2025-R-10 for the Encore 2025 rate change suspension resolution.
Second.
Have a motion, second. Was that G. Dean?
Yes.
Proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye. Motion passes. Next item, consider approval of an ambulance permit for Concord. Mr. Aspect.
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to abstain from this for the conflict of interest.
Okay. I guess I'll turn this over to Robert.
Yes, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tonight before you is a ambulance permit for non-emergency transport in the city of Stephenville per our ordinance for Concord EMS. And with Concord EMS, present tonight is Mr. Will Cranston, who would be available to answer any questions you may have.
Questions for,
Well, Robert, this is my question for you. Is this you feel this is a need that the citizens of Stephenville need, is to add an additional non-emergency ambulance service to our community?
So we don't solicit or monitor that business from the city. What we do is we make sure that folks that are running those ambulances in the city are properly registered through DSHS and carry the proper insurance, and then bring that forward to you. We know we've got CareFlight in the city today. They are pretty much regulated to running between the THR hospitals, between Stephenville and Mineral Wells. That one ambulance is rarely in town. So outside of that, there's not another ambulance that's running non-emergency transport.
where else do you provide services now?
Currently in the Grand Prairie, Dallas, Fort Worth area, and
I've
Houston.
met the Acadia folks. Is that a similar kind of business? That your
Yes.
competitor?
Yes, sir.
So why did you decide to come to Stephenville? One big.
We service a building currently within Stephenville. It's Lone Star. We're bringing patients from Dallas, Fort Worth, and providing wheelchair service as well. So we're not able to pick up out of here, so that's why the fire chief,
Can't pick up here and go someplace else?
no. we're not allowed to because we don't have a permit. That's why we're requesting one. I think will be a good addition to helping out the city.
Any other questions?
I have one question, Chief, about the application.
Yes, sir.
The license that is in the application expired yesterday.
It's on DSHS's website, it shows to be current. So I'm sure it's just one that probably got sent that was on file.
Okay.
I did check that. I did check with DSHS for any outstanding complaints or issues that was registered through DSHS and was not able to find any. And I actually called and talked to them as well.
Okay.
So you can transport from Harris to Lone Star here in town,
Yes, sir.
but if they have to be transported back there, you're not allowed to transport them back?
Currently, yes. For your city regulations.
Yeah, per our ordinance, to operate within the city, you gotta have the permit. So we'll have ambulances bring patients from other outside communities into town and drop them off at their residence. But they're not picking up here and taking somewhere else.
Is there another, David, I'm gonna drive, is there, I mean, I'm getting a little confused here because I'm not gonna say the name, when we came here from Harris, and then if he had to go back in July to see the doctor again, they were gonna transport him back.
Correct.
But they're saying they can't do that, so why is Lone Star coming to me and telling me they were gonna transport him back?
I think, are you sure that wasn't another service?
Could have been.
Pretty sure that was another service.
Okay, thank you.
I think that was
Okay,
our service.
I understand, okay.
But if we grant the permit,
Don't
then
need to
he
be,
would,
do not need to be participating.
Sorry.
but if we grant the permit, he would be able to transfer people back and whatever. Okay, that's, I just. And then I had a couple of phone calls today concerning this. So I just want it on the record that this is not a service that would be showing up to 911 calls or anything like this. This is a completely separate.
Correct. The city only engages in emergency transport only. So the only
We're not doing
place,
nursing home transports to and from hospitals and stuff?
so we'll pick up at a nursing home from a 911 call and go to the emergency room. We only go to the emergency room.
Okay. But at one point, they were paying us to do non-emergency transports.
So we'll go without lights and sirens to the hospital,
Right.
but it's only to the emergency room. That's considered the emergency transporters. We just go to the emergency room.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was clear to anybody watching.
Anybody else?
Mayor, one other thing I just thought of, will you have a presence in this community, or will you continue to come from your
So
facility?
so depending on the call volume, we'd like to make a presence here. You know, we don't have any business right now, except for the wheelchair transports and coming into the city. So if we have that call volume, then absolutely we'll stage trucks out here.
Okay, I can see the time lag being a problem sometimes if you have to come from that far away.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay,
Most of these calls are pre-scheduled, so we'll know, you know, before, way in advance, or at least 24 hours in advance, that we have a call the next day. Let's say the patient's going to the hospital or a doctor's appointment or dialysis. So we'll already have it pre-scheduled, so we'll know to be here at that certain time. But as call volume picks up, then absolutely, we'd like to have a presence out here.
okay, and you will have two trained people in the vehicle?
We already have, you know, they're certified medics. So
Okay.
everybody's certified by the state. We
Are
only
they
hire certified.
paramedics or EMS?
We have one paramedic on duty, and the rest are just EMTs. Yeah. We're not running that type of high acuity level to justify having the paramedics out the truck. So right now, they're just probably double EMTs.
Do we know of one here, are there others that we have here that are licensed?
The only other license we have is with CareFlight.
Okay.
If others are, and again, others can come and drop off, and we'll see others in town occasionally. The ordinance states that they're not supposed to be originating calls here out without a permit.
I know there's some council people who don't know how to ask the question right now. Some of the questions, so is there a pleasure of the council?
Mayor, I'll make the motion that we table this, maybe till our August meeting. I think there's more questions out there that need to be asked, and we can get those figured out and ask at a later date.
We have a motion to table it. That doesn't require a second, does it? It
Yes.
does? Table.
Yes. Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion
No discussion.
for a table?
Take a vote.
Okay, thank you, sir, Mr. Parliamentarian. All in favor of tabling the motion, the agenda item? Say aye. Let's try it one more time. I kind of stuttered on that one. Let's vote on, all in favor of tabling the permit request?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. The range table will bring it back up in August. Is that okay, Robert?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, acceptance of the 536 Wellfield project. Is that Nick or is that gonna be you? Nick, get yourself up here. You're gonna be like, we're gonna call you Steve too tonight.
Somebody's gonna do it.
So we gotta do.
Okay. Acceptance of the well sites project, our 536 Wellfield project. This is a monumental day for this community. I want everybody to know. The acceptance of this project for the development of our new well field is just tremendous for our community. All the improvements that we've done over the last couple of years, our 1 million gallon ground storage tank and our improvements at the airport pump station, this well field has gone off. If it can go off without a hitch, this one has. So we awarded this contract for the final development of these wells to Associated Well Services for $1.277 million. We completed that for $1,275,502. So just under the allotted amount by $1,498. Could not be more proud of the work that those guys have done, and so we're just really excited that these wells are up and operational and have been helping us to get through the summertime here. Happy to answer any questions.
Let's hope they don't let them loose, because if Charleston ever comes there and does and gets that well field next to it, we may need the services again.
So,
Questions for Nick? And is the chancellor listening? I hope he is.
no comment.
We've got the official request in. Hearing none, do I hear a motion?
Mayor, I make the motion that we accept the work on the 536 well field and pass resolution 2025 RE11.
Or a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you to you, Nick. You're the one that brought this to us, and made it happen. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Next item, East Side Sewer Project, Phase 1. I'm gonna turn it to Mr. Nix, I guess, or to Mr.
Mr.
I'll take
Williams
it.
is carrying the
You'll take
water.
it?
I'll take this one as
You'll
well.
carry the water?
Again, this is the other side of that monumental coin. We started the Phase 1 East Side Sewer Project. And council, this East Side Sewer Project was on the books and was being discussed before I got here almost 19 years ago. This, to finish this project is such an accomplishment, and obviously couldn't have done it without your leadership. But we have completed the tie-ins for the East Side Sewer Project. We awarded that contract to MH Civil Constructors for $22 million, $22,517,000. We finished that construction for $22,010,000. So a difference of $506,000. So we're excited to be able to move on to the next phase of this project and know that we've secured our future for collections for our existing system. Glad to answer any questions about
Questions
this.
for Nick? Mayor, a motion?
Mayor, I'd make the motion to accept the work on the East Side Sewer Project and
pass resolution 2025 R12.
Have a motion and a second. Thanks, Gerald. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Mr. Nix, now it's your turn.
Now,
Don't go
okay.
anywhere. I'm sure you'll be asking questions.
Oh, that's right, we're right up again.
It's your show, Nick.
Kind of like Steve. Is it
I'll just hang out right here, I'll be right here.
He thinks that's his podium. He etches his name.
His name's right here.
Yeah. Mr. Nix?
Mayor, the Public Works Committee met not that long ago and had a discussion about the East Side Sewer Phase 1 and Phase 3. And we're recognizing that Phase 1 is now completed and payment has been authorized for that. Now Phase 3 is the next step in that. We have before us a professional services agreement from BGE to do the design and the engineering services on this Phase 3 project. It is, as Mr. Williams said, it is a significant project for the future development of the committee in the north and northeast quadrant of the city, and will allow us to extend service beyond where we were capable of providing service in the past. The committee unanimously sent a recommendation to the council to approve this service agreement with BGE. And Mayor, I would make the motion to approve the professional services agreement with BGE for the design, survey, permitting, and construction phase support services associated with East Side Sewer Interceptor Phase 3.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Mayor, the second item on my agenda is the professional services agreement with Biggs Matthews Environmental for work at the landfill. As the gentleman said, this also is a huge step forward for the area and for the city of Stephenville specifically. Our landfill permit amendment allows us to regain space that was unusable in the past. It will extend the life of the landfill. We anticipate somewhere between 30 and 50 years. It is such a significant thing because of the construction that's going on now and the anticipated construction in the future. The services agreement will bring us into compliance with TCEQ requirements to monitor any gas discharge, and their agreement will provide that, the map, which is a part of your agenda, and it will provide for the design, installation, construction, oversight, and testing of 14 permanent gas monitoring probes. And this is a requirement of TCEQ for this landfill to continue to operate. It is a significant investment, but it's an investment in the future, and it's an investment that will pay good returns in the future. And it comes from the Public Works Committee with a positive recommendation to the council, and I would make the motion that we award the contract to Biggs and Matthews Environmental for the design and installation of a gas monitoring probe network in the Stephenville landfill.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Monica, your turn. Get your knife up there and etch your name in next to Steve's.
Mayor, Council, this is the budget report for the period ending May 31st, 2025. We're 8 months into our fiscal year. Our financial indicators are overall as or better than we anticipated. We received $60,000 in property taxes in the month of May. That's $404,000 increase over the funds collected last fiscal year to date, and the amount collected is 99% of our budget, which is about $60,000 more than what we anticipated. For sales tax, we received $872,000 in May, resulting in $79,000 or 1% more than the funds collected last fiscal year to date. The amount collected is 70% of our budget, which is about $293,000 higher than what we anticipated. Of the $33.6 million in revenue received to date, 58% was received in our general fund, 26% was received in our water wastewater fund, 4% was received in our landfill fund, and the debt service fund, stormwater drainage, and capital project, debt service and stormwater drainage were both at 3%. Our capital projects and our hot fund were at 2%. We've received 78% of our total budgeted revenue through May, which is about $3 million more than anticipated. That's due to taxes, licenses and permits, charges for services, and interest income and other income. We received $260,000 less in revenue than through May of last fiscal year to date, and that's due to intergovernmental. Of the $30.5 million spent to date, 47% was expended in our general fund, 37% was expended in our water wastewater fund, 4% was expended in our stormwater drainage fund, and the debt service fund, the TIF fund, and the landfill fund all expended 3%. We've expended 55% of our total budgeted expenditures through May. That's $6.3 million less than anticipated. That's due to personnel, contractual, and our capital outlay. We've spent $7.4 million less on expenditures through May than last fiscal year to date, and that's due to our capital outlay. CEDA has received an overall 70% of their budgeted revenue through May, which is $19,000 less than last fiscal year to date due to interest income, and $20,000 more than anticipated due to taxes, which is sales taxes. CEDA has spent an overall 40% of budgeted expenditures through May. That's $55,000 more than last fiscal year to date. That's due to personnel and capital outlay. And it's $300,000 less than anticipated, and that's due to contractual, capital outlay, and grant disbursements.
Questions for Monica? Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Next item, consent agenda. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I make the motion, we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
But you, Brandon?
Sure.
Well, my hearing aid's not working on this side. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Accept the consent agenda. City manager?
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, reminder on Thursday, you're all invited as well. We have the employee and family lunch down at the park on the day before 4th of July. And then, of course, Friday is the 4th of July. City offices will be closed, but lots of our city staff will be working as we have the parade that morning.
Oh, I'm bringing lots of candy. You threw all my candy out last time.
I thought you were the one that threw it all out.
No, you were throwing,
I was making people happy.
I only got halfway there and you threw all my candy out.
Well, we need to bring more candy.
I got more this time.
Okay, good,
Extra
good.
$200.
Okay.
Activities throughout the day.
Yeah,
at
that's
the
all,
park.
sorry,
Concerts that evening.
That's very important stuff to know for the council.
And then we'll end the day with our fireworks display that night. Reminder, we have committee meetings on Tuesday the 15th. And I believe that's all I have.
Leanne? Got your hard hat?
I'm sorry.
Got your hard hat?
Yeah, I'm almost ready to, with a hard hat. Well, Jason stole my whole July 4th spiel, but I hope everybody will come out and enjoy the parade and all the festivities for the day. Last month, we voted in for the 4 rodeo athletes, and all 4 of them are on the road for the Christmas in July and their summer run, and being very successful. So thank you again for making that possible.
Thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you. And he's gonna kill me for this, but I'd also like to wish Dean a happy early birthday on July 4th. So, and that's all I
You gonna
have.
give us how old he is?
I'm sorry.
You gonna tell us how old he is?
No.
Because they're
Well,
the same
I'm gonna
age.
reference
Older
Facebook.
than me.
I'm
That's all I'm gonna
reference Facebook.
say.
You didn't tell us we're gonna talk about Facebook, Dean.
Exactly. He's older than me. That's all I'll say.
There you go, Gerald.
Wishing everybody a very happy July 4th, and to remember what it's all about.
Lon?
Yes, happy July 4th, and if you see look, I'll be throwing candy out. I'm very liberal throwing my candy out.
You were with my candy too.
The mayor's very stingy in throwing his candy out, so watch for my window. Watch for my window.
Dean,
I don't have anything.
birthday? We're gonna talk about Facebook here in a minute.
No, it's not.
Maddie?
I'd like to thank Mr. Williams for all the hard work he's put in over the last few years on the landfill and the well site projects. It all came together tonight, but he's been working hard. He comes up here at night and you see his lights on. There he is. I'm looking over there because you're always over there. It's much appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. I just want you to say thank you. And then, like we said earlier, the parade starts at 9 a.m., goes left on Graham from the park, then left on Washington, and left on Harbin, so you have plenty of area to spread out and collect the candy for the mayor, Mr. Reisman. I throw out popsicles. I don't know why they throw out candy, but whatever.
Are they frozen?
They are frozen.
Whoa.
I just want to remind the citizens that fireworks are also strictly prohibited inside the city limits for the 4th of July. Let's be respectful of our neighbors and our police department. They have other things to do besides come and write citations for fireworks inside the city limits. And I'd like to wish Dean a happy birthday on the 4th and my daughter a happy 5th birthday on July 10th.
I just want to tell everyone, I hope everyone has a very safe and happy 4th of July. Remember what the reason why we celebrate the 4th of July is. This is the greatest country in the world, and we need to make sure that we let people know that at all times. So thank you very much.
I'd like to wish everyone a happy Independence Day as well, and look forward to seeing y'all at the park on July 4th.
Hey, you're Nick?
Happy early birthday, and it's really nice that the whole nation celebrates your birthday.
With fireworks.
With fireworks, that's really a
Talk
nice deal.
about Facebook here in a minute, Dean. What year was it?
I hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday.
Yeah, really, when you was young, you thought the fireworks were.
I just want to recognize our current state senator, Brian Bergel. He has announced he will not be seeking re-election. I understand there's already one person who has announced filing. Senator Birdwell has done a tremendous job for our city of Stephenville and assets. And as you mentioned earlier, some of the work down there is, our airport project would not be on the road it's in today without Senator Birdwell getting involved. He has been a big advocate for Stephenville since we were brought into his district, time to redistricting. And so, Senator Birdwell, thank you for all that you've done for the years and years. Like the text I sent you, our friendship won't stop when you leave office. I appreciate you, and we all appreciate you very much. And therefore, in compliance with the provision of the Texas Open Meetings Law, Subchapter D, Government Code Vernons, Texas Code is annotated in accordance with Section 551.072, deliberating real property, and 551.072, deliberating real property. And two of those, I guess all three of them are real property. And so it is now 6:03, and we will be recessed into the executive session. We'll be back. It's 6:17. I'll call us back into order. Do I hear a motion from executive session?
Yes.
Okay, it's regarding authorize
Authorize Jason,
city manager
city manager, where's it?
to execute the contract as discussed.
Pursue the contract we discussed in executive session.
All in favor, say aye. No, I gotta have a second.
Second.
You make a motion.
Second.
Have a motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. Thank you, sir. 19 what year?